It's spooky time, and what's spookier than clunky controls and a polygonal chicken or two? Meet what could be the first survival horror game, at least the first survival horror game with fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds. Resident Evil may have coined the phrase, but Alone in the Dark did it first. The game uses flat shaded 3D, which in the right circumstances can look really good, but here it hasn't aged too well. The pixel art and environments have aged best, but just look at the playable characters. You have Edward Carnby, rocking a killer stash and a constant look of terror on his face. On the other hand, we have Helga the shaved Wookiee woman. Yeah, these models have aged almost as poorly as the ones in System Shock 2. I personally play as Carnby because he's the trophy of this series, and he doesn't look like he's wearing comically large wax lips. We're off to Deseto Manor to investigate the death of one Jeremy Hartwood. Actually no, if you play as Emily, you're there to investigate her uncle's death. Carnby's just looking for a piano in the attic so he can flog it to his antique dealer friends. Seems like an easy job if you ask me. Let's bitch about the controls for a minute, because one big complaint I have is that the controls in this game are super sluggish. You see me jittering in this clip? That's not an animation error, that's the character not running when I damn well tell him to. You double tap forward to run, and I swear it's so picky as to what constitutes a double tap. Checking out the piano, we find a letter from the late Mr. Hartwood.
They are coming! I have freed hellish forces, and now the price must be paid. Deseto is the prey of evil. The sun has set. They will find my body, but will not have my soul!
So not even a minute into the game they throw a truly terrifying monster at you. Why are you laughing? This is the face of horror. But no sooner is he dealt with than a freaking zombie ghoul thing takes the secret elevator up. Luckily I found this rifle, which dispatches the fearsome duo with ease, but that's pretty much all my ammo for now. The monsters are pretty threatening, not visually, mechanically. Going back to the sluggish controls, the issue stems from the animations. Every freaking animation is so dramatically long, which looks great, but it means if an enemy doesn't kill you outright, they can stun lock you to death quite easily. Escape won't be easy, what with the deadly traps, obstructive night gaunts, and the cosmic space anus that exists outside the front door. Rolling back to the second floor, where we have those Lovecraftian demons, I think this is the only part where you can get stuck. So you get some mirrors after beating the everlasting shitstoppers out of a zombie chicken, run out to the staircase going down and find these doofuses waiting. You can banish them with the mirrors, but if the mirrors break, then you just have to reload a save, because puzzle failed. And your only clue is a book you get in the attic with an excerpt from the story of Perseus and Medusa. Actually, the game is really good about giving clues through journals and books. Almost every puzzle has a bit of text to accompany it. In some cases there's no text and you just need to realize a solution organically. The back hallway leading to the library is a great example. There are two Native American paintings that will launch deadly projectiles if you stray too far. You can get an old Indian blanket and a bow from the higher floors with which you can solve the puzzle. The bow is probably the less intuitive part, because your only clue is the feather at the top of the model. It's a good idea to drop items from finished puzzles, as there's a small element of inventory management. It's not clear if it's weight or quantity, it's more likely the former, because certain items require inventory to be nearly empty before they'll let you pick them up. Like this statue, which is the only thing that can harm this knight. Don't ask me why, I saw it in a book. Speaking of books, I found a fake book hidden in this bedroom next to the library, and the note talking about some kind of vagabond that dwells within. Oh good, he's slower than a sloth drenched in tar. For a moment I was in fear of danger. The library has a good amount of information, plenty of books. One talks about a pirate that built this mansion many years ago. At some point it got burned down, and later the father of Jeremy Hartwood rebuilt it in its entirety. The middle book lets us into a secret chamber containing a stone that's supposed to deter the power of evil. That pirate seems to really like collecting odd and dangerous things, like the one or two books that kill or maim when read aloud. The only other thing on this floor is the spare bedroom and... That bedroom has Jeremy Hartwood's diary, and it seems like his father was taken by madness before dying, and soon enough Jeremy began to feel the madness too. A secret labyrinth of caves can be found beneath the house. Some dark man seems to be tied to the evil and seeks a body for some nefarious purposes. The ground floor has a few rooms you're likely to nope out of if you don't get bum rushed immediately. There's the room filled with zombies, the spider ambush, a freaking pirate, as in the same pirate from all those years ago. Ezekiel pregnant? Pretzels. Ezekiel Pretzels. Or at least some kind of dummy avatar of his. You'd think that he guards a critical item necessary to beat the game, but no. The key he provides is kinda useless. It opens the ballroom door, but only from inside, and you can enter the ballroom through the spider room. The hell was the plan there, game designer? The ballroom has these mannequins blocking a very ornate key. They won't move without some music, but they're quite picky about what music they want to hear. But once they hear it, you can just grab the key and get out. Beyond a room filled with deadly secondhand smoke lies a study where I can drop off this ornament I accidentally snapped way back on the second floor. And with the ornate key in hand, we may descend. Hey, you overgrown tapeworm, you can't use that song. Only my foul friend can use it. Ah! Chicken friend, why? Why? Betrayal! If you think escaping Jabba the Hutt and Artemis Fowl was an ordeal, now we can insert Dagon. Whoever made this really liked Lovecraft. And you know what? Fair enough. Oh, what the absolute baby-eating cinnamon roll is this now? It looks like a giant spider with a wolf's... Are you serious? Is this supposed to be a joke? Wolf spider. Get that crap out of here. This whole cavern area is quite different from the rest of the game. Not just in look and feel, but literally how it plays. You get a jump command, but only while underground. It's like the game temporarily becomes Little Big Adventure Spooky Edition. Unlike LBA, the platforming is atrocious. Sure, the tank controls help, but the camera angles are just complete ass. At the end we find the pirate's chest, and he's left us a little note. So another book spoke of some men who visited Ezekiel. They were to be sacrificed as part of one of the privateer's dark rituals, but the captain managed to resist and shot the sea dog before his men burned down the house. Some servants managed to find Ziggy Pretzels, and through some process bound him to the tree in the underground where he awaits a body with which to regenerate his flesh. Yeah, fuck that. Hey, this is Resident Evil before Resident Evil. Where is my self-destruct timer? With Ezekiel dead, the evil is banished and you may leave the mansion. Alone in the Dark was kind of the first of its kind, and it really shows. Resident Evil would do the same thing, but better, and Alone in the Dark would flounder occasionally getting a good title, but usually getting crap. The game has got personality, and it's still good in places, but no matter my praise, I can't really recommend it, and the worst part is I can't put my finger on why I can't recommend it. Maybe it's the clunky controls, maybe it's because it just isn't scary, I don't know. I just hope you've enjoyed the review, and get home safely.